Hey there, Kentuckiana, giving you a heads up for Tuesday. We have a weather impact alert in place as we're anticipating the arrival of several thunderstorms that will bring in the potential for some damaging winds. Large hail is a possibility, and we're not ruling out that chance for an isolated tornado. So the timing with this is likely going to be a Tuesday evening arrival and lasting through those first hours of Tuesday night. Of course, you want to make sure you stay informed with all the latest weather details, have a plan in place, and make sure that you have all ways of receiving all the latest weather alerts. Best way to do that, of course, is here on the WHAS11 app. Scan this QR code that you see on your screen if you're watching on your television, and you can have access to all of these weather details on your mobile device. So here's the setup. Here's why we have the weather impact alert. A majority of Kentucky is included in a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather, but becoming a bit more focused towards some of our more eastern counties, closer towards Newcastle, Frankfort, Lexington. That's where we'll be watching the potential for some elevated chances for those thunderstorms. So we're going to be watching all of Kentuckiana very closely as we continue going throughout our Tuesday, of course, with the threat of those damaging winds. Winds could certainly be reaching over 60 miles per hour within certain thunderstorms. So going through the course of this Monday morning, we're actually on track to have a fairly quiet pattern for this Monday. During the afternoon, quiet and dry conditions. Later into the afternoon, there may be a very small and brief passing tiny isolated rain shower, but otherwise we're expected to just have a rather warm and muggy pattern to be around for our Monday. The south winds continue to drive in a steady amount of southern moisture. And then as we enter our Tuesday morning, we'll be starting the day off with a few passing clouds. A few passing showers will be possible for Tuesday morning as well. That trend will try and continue over into the later hours of the afternoon and start gearing things up to shape up for that severe trend that could be arriving. So it would really be closer towards 6 p.m. that we start monitoring the potential for those certain storms that really bring in that power. So the potential for that activity is really going to be timing between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. We'll continue tracking out some leftover storms that provide more power to themselves, bringing in the potential for those damaging winds and large hail, and certain storms could begin to have some very small rotation. So that's what we'll be monitoring closely for our Tuesday. Then we have a large change in our temperature pattern along with the humidity. We're going to be tracking quite the decline in humidity as we enter our Wednesday evening and into Thursday and Friday, trending way more comfortable and certainly more dry. So to our today and Tuesday, we could have temperatures that start reaching, at least feels like, into the upper 90s. Wednesday, we're going to continue tracking that decline of the humidity. Those temperatures will feel like the mid 80s. Thursday, we could feel like the upper 70s, lower 80s, and that same trend repeating for Friday. So we are going to see some better conditions head our direction for the middle of the week. This steady dry trend really settles in throughout our Wednesday. We'll continue staying that direction throughout Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, and into Thursday. You can expect quite the arrival of pleasant conditions, really shaping up to be a decent pattern for our Thursday. I will say there may be some of that wildfire haze trying to flow into our skies slightly, but that will be associated with a much drier pattern. We'll start boosting the rain chances a bit over the weekend with temperatures slowly increasing back into the mid to upper 80s. That's a look at your 7-day weather details. Remember, you can get more information by going to WHAS11.com/weather.